Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
the podcast. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the October 7th through 11th General Hospital recap. So what do you think about this week?
Are we jumping right in?
Sure.
I did not think that Lulu was going to say it.
I didn't either.
Like, I, for real, watching it Monday, was like, oh my gosh. Whenever
and
she said
Sasha
it. Yeah.
owned up to it.
She did.
You know?
She did.
I think that Cynthia Watros claimed Nina as hers this week.
Yes. Yes,
she's
definitely
there.
Did.
She's,
mm-hmm.
Oh, and she screamed at Sasha. That was good.
That was good. That was really good. I don't like that Sasha didn't, I understand where she's coming from, but I didn't like that she didn't admit that Valentine had something to do with it.
Because she says that she loves Nina, but she's allowing Valentine to get off scot-free,
yep.
and he did lie to her.
Right.
He did all these horrible things.
The whole point of Lulu exposing the lie was to protect Nina, and by her not admitting that Valentine had something to do with it, it just defeated the whole purpose, which really was protect Nina from making a mistake.
Exactly. And I understand not saying Liesl had anything to do with it.
Right.
Because Liesl wasn't in on it at the beginning. She agreed to go along with it to protect Nina.
Mm-hmm. No, 100%.
And that's...
But Valentine 100% did all of this. And for her to end up with him again, I will be so disappointed.
It better not. And I mean, she put it together. She was like, we were almost divorced. Suddenly you had an amazing conversation with my mother and Cookie. No. And you find out that my daughter's still alive, and then suddenly you find her?
And Sasha said exactly what Valentine keeps saying. I wanted to make you happy.
Right.
Or this was to make you happy.
I just think it's funny that Valentine always says Lulu's drunk.
Yes.
Like, I want to know if something behind the scenes happened where maybe M. Rylan was drunk.
Maybe.
And caused a scene. I don't know. I am not saying she did. I am speculating. I just think it's funny.
Yes. That's his go-to excuse. And we don't see her drink that often.
No.
In everyday situations.
No.
I mean, she got drunk with the whole Dante situation, but that was understandable.
She has a glass of wine here and there, you know.
But nothing... it's normal. She's not by any means an alcoholic or drinking too often. So, I'm not sure.
I'm glad that they got Charlotte out of the room.
Yes, but they should have cleared the whole room. Just them. Right. Lulu, Valentine, and Nina should have gone.
And Maxie and Peter. And Liesl.
I don't even know that Maxie needed to be there. I know she was trying to be supportive of Nina, but it wasn't really any of her business either.
True.
So, I don't understand why they didn't dismiss the whole church or take it like to the bridal room or whatever.
Right. Right.
And have a conversation there. That was crazy.
It was.
But no, I was really shocked that she stood up and was like, that's not your daughter, blah, blah, blah. I heard them. I was not expecting it at all.
She tried to get it to be private.
She did try.
And Nina insisted that.
Yes. I thought once they got into the church, though, it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
She wasn't going to say anything. And even when she stood up, I thought they were going to be like, you know, sit back down, be quiet, blah, blah, blah. And she wasn't going to say it. But she did. So
her dress was gorgeous. I love Nina's dress.
I liked her veil. I didn't dislike her dress, but I didn't like her dress either. I go for poofier. I know we said.
Go ahead, Megan. You can say it.
I like her dress. I watched it with Mom last night.
Yeah, Megan liked Nina's dress also. I just thought it was classic. First of all, it was age appropriate.
Yes, which sometimes we struggle.
And it was just very classy. Mm-hmm. And we've talked about it's not their first wedding to each other.
Yes. Yes.
I liked it.
I liked it. I don't know. I would have gone for a little more detail. Not over the top because it was her second wedding to him, but something with a little more detail. But that veil I thought was beautiful. As soon as I saw her, I was like, I want that.
But maybe that's why the dress was so plain.
Maybe.
Was to
there you go. Let it
show off the veil.
And once you had that necklace, I guess you didn't really need any type of dress for wearing a necklace like
Where'd the necklace go?
Oh, I don't know.
She didn't have it on at Jax's.
She didn't.
Nope. So how long is it going to take for them to get together? And are we happy about that?
No, I'm not happy about it.
Why? Do you think that they're actually going to?
I think they're going to at least hook up. I don't know that it's going to be a real relationship. I bet they hook up getting into like the Christmas season.
I can't decide because, I mean, Jax was a playboy.
Mm-hmm.
He's not so much anymore.
No, he's not. And he needs someone. I just don't think that Nina is going to be ready for a real relationship by the time they start pushing them together.
Yeah.
Kind of like they're doing with Jocelyn and Deb.
No.
I'm so mad.
No.
So mad. I know we keep saying no. We've said no for weeks. But that look that they exchanged and that playfulness of, oh, let me have your journal, blah, blah, blah.
Oscar aside, though, he's living in their house.
Right.
Like, that's... And posing as family. And I understand that Sonny is not her biological father, blah, blah, blah.
But it's supposed to be that they're family.
Right.
Yes.
So there's a lot of things there. Do I think that we need to get her some kind of a new interest?
I would say after the new year, that's given her a good 8 months or so of grieving time.
Well, she's always
introduce.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
To really process everything and get in a good place. Might speed it up a little if she got some therapy. But since we're not going that way, a good 8 months to kind of learn life on her own again.
That's what I was just going to say. I'm like, she needs to figure out her life.
Yes, because if you bring in a love interest too soon, she's just going to attach to that and live that person's life instead of her own.
Yep.
And we don't want to teach her that as a coping skill.
No.
So
codependency is not good.
Yes. So yeah, I think after the holiday, like around Valentine's Day, it would be cute if she had like a gentle flirtation with someone now, and then Valentine's Day they push them like there's a dance or something at school or something like that. That would be appropriate. Or even
she
if
a sophomore or junior?
Junior, isn't she? I'm pretty sure she's a junior.
I was gonna say prom.
Right? Either one. Whatever. I think it should be Cameron though when the time comes.
I think when they get together, it has to be long term. We can't have what happened with Lucky and Liz.
That's true. They're so cute together. I agree it should be long term, but I'm impatient because they're cute.
They are cute. There was something else about Donna mentioned this week, and I forget.
The sippy cup from Alexis.
That was adorable.
It was adorable.
And he's like, I'm going to get you on copyright infringement.
Yes.
That was cute.
That was super cute. It was original and appropriate because what could they possibly need? They have more money than anyone, and that was super creative and cute.
And it was nice to see them getting along.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was adorable.
I do like that Alexis is trying to talk some sense into Julian.
Yes.
Ava was very witty this week.
She was.
Her in the background. She's like, I can attest the alcohol is not watered down.
And when they mentioned drag queen bingo at the floating rib, she was like, oh, that sounds like fun. Yep. He was like, shut up, Ava. That was funny. It was super funny. That was cute.
How about him choking Brad?
Brad deserved it.
Yep. I thought that was I might have turned over a new leaf, but don't test me.
Right.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
What do you think is going to happen with Brad seeing?
I don't know. He shouldn't be able to say anything, but with Alexis walking in right after him, questions are going to be coming up.
So that was one of the things that I wrote about because so anytime that I have seen a private therapist, not in like an outpatient facility or something, like if it's a private,
yes,
like how he is,
right?
You go sit in the waiting room. They come get you to come back to their office, and then you leave through another door. So nobody sees you.
Oh. More
than one place I've had this happen.
Oh,
so
see,
I know it's like a thing.
The one that I went to, they just scheduled appointments with like a 10-minute window in between them. Like an extra 10-minute window.
Yeah.
So that you weren't running into people.
Well, Alexis was probably just stopping by, but still.
Right.
You know,
that's what I was thinking. That couldn't have been avoided because she was just coming by to say hi. But even whenever her and Christina have gone before, they've been back to back.
Yep.
And I know that was probably a little more intentional to get them to try to talk or whatever.
Right.
But that wasn't in a normal situation. That wouldn't be.
So we need to get him the side door.
There you go.
For privacy. But what do you think because he asked for Lucas to come too.
Mm-hmm.
Something's going on there.
Yeah.
It's deeper than.
We're such good therapists.
I know.
It's deeper. I don't think he has any idea what all he's going to uncover by talking to Brad. If Brad is actually honest. I think he's just looking at it surface wise, you're having marital issues that make sense over the fact that your kid was kidnapped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess I could see him being like, okay, now how are you handling all of this?
Yeah, because the way that Brad said that, it made it sound like Lucas wasn't being supportive.
Right.
And
Lucas
I don't
is
think
the most
that's
chill and
true.
supportive.
Exactly. Lucas can't support him on the level that he needs because Lucas doesn't understand all the concerns that he's dealing with.
Right, because he's lied about so many things.
So it was kind of an unfair portrayal of how Lucas is being towards Brad. And I think that's what he's trying to fix.
But how sweet was it that Willow and Chase got to hang out with
that
Wiley?
conversation between her and him was heartbreaking. Mm-hmm. I may have teared up a little for that because that would be a total. I don't know what I would do in that situation.
Even imagine.
I don't even want to think about it, but I don't know what I would do.
Yeah. But it was sweet because Chase was like, I wasn't thinking when we offered that it might be difficult.
Right.
And she's like, it is what it is, and
right. I'm glad that she's grateful for the time that she's getting with him, that she is keeping a positive attitude because so many parents don't have any opportunity to have any type of connection with their kids once they give them up. So,
and good for Lucas is the driving force behind it, but also Brad for going along with it wasn't her first choice to give him up.
Right.
So.
Right. I think that would be better for Wiley. If circumstances were what they should be, that would have 100% been better for Wiley. Once this all comes out, though.
It's going to be horrible. Ugh. Oh, she's going to wind up at Shady Brook.
Yeah.
Easily. Oh, my gosh.
Right in time for Nell to get out.
Right.
That was such ridiculousness.
Yeah.
She can't get out.
No. I don't think so, at least. So.
And I don't understand why Brad is letting her run the show if he's concerned that she's going to get out and then take Wiley back.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be helping you if I thought me helping you was going to get you out of there.
Right. Because either way, I mean, what's she going to do?
Even if she tells somebody, oh, that's really my baby, she's so crazy, they wouldn't even do a DNA test at this point.
If she told Michael that is our baby, I bet he would. It's been mentioned too many times. Oh, Michael had that heart issue when he was a baby. Oh, Michael did that also.
I don't think he would. I think he would just assume it was a way that she was trying to hurt him again.
And manipulate him.
And he wouldn't even go down that road.
Maybe.
Coming from someone else, maybe he would take it, but coming from her, especially after she called him there a couple weeks ago on Wiley's birthday and was like, oh, I have something to tell you. And then saw that picture of Sasha and flipped out.
Yeah.
So I don't think he'd take her word on anything at this point.
Maybe not.
That's just, I don't know.
Chase and Finn had a really good brother talk.
Chase is so cute.
They're so cute together.
You just love Finn.
I do.
But Chase is so cute. Oh, how about Finn saying, let's have a play date
with Roxy and Honeybun?
That was funny. And I'm glad he's smart enough to know that she's lying because if he would have been that dumb, I would have been angry.
But good for Chase calling him out and saying, you have a good thing, get over it.
Yeah. But that's
I know we have.
Once we realize what Honeybun actually is.
I don't know. I mean, he has the right to be mad,
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be so devastated.
Yeah.
Maybe he and Willow get together. No.
No,
because we like Chase.
Yeah, and we don't need to do this swapping of brothers anymore. She doesn't need to become like Elizabeth.
Chase and Finn are two brothers that Liz has not slept with.
Oh, there you go. See?
Or Mac or Robert.
Right? Thank God. That would be a little freaky.
But just throwing that out there.
All right.
Yes. We found the two.
Yes. Give her time, though.
I think that's actually coming on Thursday's episode. I don't think that...
Oh, that we've said that yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, spoiler alert, when we do part 3 to Liz, we discuss her fondness of siblings.
That was a nice way of putting that.
Yes. Thank you.
I wondered how you were going to word that. Good job.
I try to have tact. Try as much as possible. But
I did not like Kim and Franco this week.
I don't, and this is going to sound so stupid, I don't like how they did her hair. She looked like a 5-year-old. In the sweater, and then she had like the two little...
Oh, yeah.
She looked like a young...
I want to know what skincare line the guy from All My Children that's on there now...
Michael E. Knight.
Playing the attorney, what skincare line he uses. Because he has been around forever, and his skin was perfect. I know he has the gray hair that makes him look older, but when he was sitting there talking to her, his skin, did you not pay attention? Because you're looking like you didn't notice. His skin was flawless.
No.
He had
I just
no
always
wrinkles.
assumed makeup artist.
Well, I need his makeup artist then. His skin was beautiful. Next time that you see him, pay extra attention.
I will.
Because not that Kim looked old, but she definitely looked older than he did if you weren't taking into account the gray hair. His skin really doesn't look flawless. You have to look at it.
I'll have to
the clip
find
of
out.
him talking to Kim at Kelly's. Watch that particular clip for a second, and you'll be like,
okay,
oh my gosh, he has got the best skin ever.
I will have to take a look. Michael E. Knight, share your secrets with us.
Yes.
Now, you see, I didn't watch All My Children, so I know who he is.
Yes.
I know he's a big deal.
Yes.
I just don't know.
He was so good. Tad the Cad. That's what his name was. Because he was quite, what was the word you just used about Elizabeth?
Fond?
Fond. He was quite fond of the ladies.
Okay. What's a cad?
A guy that is quite fond of the ladies. And they're quite fond of him.
Huh. A man who behaves dishonorably, especially towards women.
Yeah.
Nice.
that was the name.
I don't know. But I like how they've brought him in, though. Because typically when someone joins the show, that is a big deal. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, when Todd Manning, John McBain, and Star all came, it was huge storyline from the get-go.
Yes.
He's kind of just coming in off to the side.
Yeah,
like
very
a little one-off,
yep.
you know.
He's going to become a major player, though, I would think. With the cases that he's handling.
Right.
But he could be right up there with Diane and Alexis.
But he's coming in very stealth-like almost. Yes. So
I like him.
It's interesting.
He's awesome.
No, okay. You want to talk about Peter?
Sure.
And the massive disappointment that this is?
Makes me so mad because she said 1,000 times, no lies between us, nothing to cover up. We just need to be honest. How would you feel? Like, she gave him 1,000 chances in one conversation to be like, hey, by the way.
Yeah.
And he didn't take her up on any of them because he sucks.
And then to turn the informant to say that, I was done. I was like, okay, I can kind of understand you withholding this stuff about Shiloh. Mm-hmm. But now that you made your own play on that.
Yep.
He made his own decision to, and what does he have against Sam?
It's just the easiest choice.
I mean, she doesn't trust him, but now, rightfully so.
Exactly. No, he could have picked almost anyone else.
He could have said, tell them that Shiloh ordered you to.
Or Daisy. She has all that money.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone from Donna Day could have called and gave the order.
Well,
and as long as they were backing it up with money, he would have done it.
And he did say, you know, I don't follow that whole thing, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, you know, like, that doesn't mean that you're not going to take their money.
Exactly.
You know, and it could have just been, well, I have a connection who works with him. Because here's the thing. They're going to take 2 seconds to check her phone call. They should take 2 seconds to check her and Jason's because and
see that was never made.
It was never
there was never any conversations.
No. I do think it's interesting that the FBI is in because it was international waters. That actually does make sense. But
it does make sense. But I felt like they would have claimed it from day one, not coming in after the fact.
Right.
So
I don't know.
We'll see where that all plays out.
Did you happen to see anything familiar in the interrogation room this week?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
The program that Spinelli was using is the same one that we're using right now.
Oh, okay. How did you even...
Because I stare at those waves for hours a week.
Okay. Oh, that's crazy. No, I did not make the connection. I just assumed it was an editing program.
Nope. That is the same one.
Huh.
Because look at it.
Yeah, you're right.
And I even checked JD. I was like, JD, is that WavePad? He's like, yeah. He's like, hey, how about that? He's like, you use the same thing as Spinelli. I'm like, yes, I sure do.
That's funny.
Yes. Yay.
I don't know that we're at the same level of computer geek that Spinelli is, but I'm glad you use the same tools.
Mm-hmm. I don't really have anything else. I can't think. I like that Curtis is really mad. We're just going to go back all over the place. Curtis is really mad that Valentine used him.
Yes. The whole Ava going to see Ryan. Why?
Yeah.
Why? I feel like I've said this repeatedly. Why? He's not going to listen to you. He obviously doesn't respect what you want, or he wouldn't have continued to send you.
Mm-hmm.
And you knew the warden wasn't going to say no. He couldn't mail you letters.
And just because she went to see the warden doesn't mean that she has to see him.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know.
That was
dumb.
I want to see how that's going to add to a storyline somewhere else. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how it had any relevance and why she would even do that, except for to make herself suffer more.
Yeah. I did think it was nice that I'm interested to see her conversation with Nina. I thought that was really sweet. And Nina looks like she's going to be accepting of it. Yeah, overall, I mean, I just think
it was a good week. I mean, every day was good, but they were big, huge main storylines.
Right.
And that was it. There wasn't a lot of side.
Well, also, a lot of stuff came out that we've been waiting for.
Right.
So, yeah.
Not a lot of side information there yet.
Nope. Nothing new. You have anything else?
Nope. Sounds like you're on to your reality check.
I really don't have anything this week. I went to my first regional sales conference for my company.
Woohoo!
That was fun. I really
oh my goodness.
I had a boring week, which is nice. Oh, I went and saw Hugh Jackman on Wednesday night.
Oh my god.
That's right. Oh.
I saw your friend's post about I bet she cries, and I so badly wanted to jump on there and be like,
you could have.
Sure she does.
It said who wants, because I didn't see it until after the concert either.
Oh my gosh.
And she posted and said who wants to take a bet she cries when Les Mis, and sure enough. But here's the thing. So it's just him, and he was Jean Valjean. So I was expecting him to do like a couple of his songs.
Right.
But he had Fontaine is one of my favorite characters, and I Dreamed a Dream is like one of the songs that I will just cry. It's one of the songs that always hits you. And I have seen every single tour since I was 14.
Oh, wow.
When it comes to Pittsburgh, I go.
Okay.
Same thing with Rent. And I cry every time. And the girl that sang it was just good. And it was just it was a good show. So if you get the chance to see Hugh Jackman in concert, go do it.
Let us know if you cry too.
Mm-hmm. And he had the girl from The Greatest Showman, Kayla Settle. I can't pronounce her name correctly. Sorry. And she came out and sang "This Is Me."
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. And she sang another song. She's going to be releasing her first album soon. And so she sang her own song, and it was really, really good. And she actually wrote it about a guy that she knows from Pittsburgh. So it was fun. Oh, fun fact that Mr. Hugh Jackman shared with all of us today, October 13th, is the 40th anniversary of The Terrible Towel.
Wow.
How did a guy from Australia know that?
I have absolutely no idea. Well, I mean, I'm not surprised I didn't know that. We all know I know nothing sports related, but you should have known that. I'm disappointed in your
now I'm going
knowledge.
to. Now I will. But no, I mean, it was a really, really good concert. So it was a nice evening out. I wasn't sure what to expect.
Right.
But he kind of takes you through his story and how he got to be an actor. And it's funny because every time I kept telling people, yeah, I'm going to go see Hugh Jackman. And they're like, Wolverine? I'm like, yes, Wolverine.
Yes.
He's also done a ton of other things, but yes,
Wolverine.
Wolverine. So what about you?
I didn't do anything fun this week. It was our last cheer game today.
Oh, how did it go?
It was good. I think we did make it to the playoffs. So we'll know this week if we made it to the playoffs. But like I've said, I won't be sad if we didn't. But she had fun and she did her thing.
2 weeks if you did.
I'm done.
How are you going to handle that next week? 2 bingos and possibly a football game?
I can't go to the 2 bingos, so quit reprimanding me for that. Can only
Amanda's standing up the junior ROTC bingo next week.
I am, because their information just came out 2 weeks ago, And my mom had already bought me tickets to a different bingo, to a church bingo. So I'm supporting the church. You can't argue with that. Supporting the church and spending time with my family. So that's the better bingo. And I don't know about the cheerleading game. That'll just have to work around my schedule or something. I'm not sure. But
I'm sure that the
that's
school
what they'll
district
do.
will totally call you and be like, excuse me,
Sure.
Amanda.
Yes.
What
sure they will.
is your schedule next week?
Mhm.
And what time would be accommodating?
Yeah. That sounds like how it should go to me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, besides that, no, Megan's going to try out for volleyball. So she's going
Are you?
She's going to start some volleyball practices because, again, I can't help her with anything sports related. So I found a nice clinic that will help her out with that.
Awesome. She's watching something on
she's
YouTube or
ignoring
something
us.
right now.
She has I'm not going to talk about that smile. So,
yeah.
That's that. Yeah, my week was boring.
Yeah, so was mine, really.
No, you got to go see Wolverine. That was very exciting.
It was.
So
it was nice night out because I don't get to. That's my very best friend, and she lives like 10 minutes away, and we never see each other.
Of course not.
So that's just how that goes. But
yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're boring. I'm glad General Hospital was exciting this week.
I know.
Because we were pretty
But
boring.
even they didn't have a ton of stuff for us to talk about. Is there
Right.
anything we could possibly be missing? I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
Do you think Valentine really threw away the painting?
No.
Neither do I.
It's in the basement or
Of course.
Something.
Yep.
I forgot.
Charlotte did a good job freaking out.
She did.
And I thought that Sasha did a really nice job of trying to explain to her. And she took the pressure off of Lulu and Maxie from having to tell her. So.
Right. That was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really can't think of anything else.
So Thursday, we're going to be wrapping up Elizabeth Weber Part 3. We are going to be doing a Halloween episode. So if you have a favorite General Hospital Halloween moment, something that
as it's not Liz in her cheerleading costume,
and the boys as the football players, because we're done.
I feel like we've talked about that 100 times over.
This week will be, or was it last week? Was it in last week's?
I don't know if it was in last week's, but yeah, we talked about it with each of the boys. I'm pretty sure it came up with Franco and or not with Franco, with Drew, and now with Liz.
Yes, so we've discussed it at least 5-6 times.
Please pick a different moment for me.
Yes. Oh, I remember. There's a shout out that I want to give to one of my new favorite Twitter handles, the Moss Boss. He is the Moss Boss on General Hospital. Some believe I am poisonous, but I am simply an oxygen importer that lives in the kitchen of sunny Corinthos. And it has, it's so cute because, just makes like the most random comments. I'm trying to find one.
That's really funny.
Oh, so when Jax and Joss were talking, and it says, a genuine moment between father and daughter yesterday. Although I can't help but feel that Jax is going to overstep and ruin everything, at least they got my good side in this scene. But I'm just like,
that is really funny.
That is just hysterical.
That's really funny because I watched, I think it was Monday's episode, and made one of my friends watch it just because they were there. And they said, is that a thing of broccoli in the middle of their kitchen? And I was like, no, it's a plant. What are you talking about? So I'm glad it has its own personality now.
Yep. So I think that it launched on October 5th. And it says, connected. Thanks to Jax for leaving his cell phone on Sunny's kitchen table. I'm now able to communicate with the outside world. You wouldn't believe what people say in front of you when you are the Moss Boss. So
that's
kudos to whoever is behind that, because that was genius. And it's witty. It's cute.
That is funny. I will have to start following.
Yes, please do. So yeah, until Thursday, we will meet you back here.
So have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye. I did not mean for that to rhyme.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to peer54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Peer54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at peer54podcast@gmail.com.